You just cut me in line.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You just floated in front of me from behind. Dude, that's just unfair. I've been waiting in line for a week now.
Will the two gentlemen in the back, can you both please keep it down? Both of you may be dead, but I still expect some level of civility. I swear to God, it feels like I'm running a daycare or something. All right. Please, make your way to the right. Welcome to the underworld. We hope you have fun. Next. Let's see. Eve Carson. Soul number EQ189. Right? Yes, I've heard of you. My colleague was just talking about you yesterday. You were struck by lightning, right? They were talking about how people really go out that way. I guess Zeus wasn't too fond of you. Anyway, down this way to the left. Welcome to the underworld. We hope you have fun. Next. Please state your name and soul number. I see. EA2519Q. EA25... Huh? Wait, hold on. Can you spell your name out for me and state your soul number again? What the hell? This is weird. I don't have your name nor soul number listed in my records. How on earth did you end up here? Well, duh. Of course you had to die to come here, but if you did die, you'd be listed in my records. You currently aren't. Before you came here, did someone who looked like me come and visit you? Did you hear a dramatic speech that goes something like, "Oh, your time is up," or something similar? Did you happen to go through a door? No, not at all. Wait, in that case, what were you doing before you came here? And you didn't even choke on it? What? Wait. Let me get this straight. You were eating some pasta, and suddenly you found yourself here, in the queue, with your soul number written on your palm. Unbelievable. I've never had this happen before.
Hey, what's the holdup? This is ridiculous.
All of you, quiet. Otherwise, I will be making sure to go through extra processing. Now, hold on. I'll need to ring up my colleagues and consult them about this. Good evening. Is this the Warden Department? Yes, this is the Grim Reaper speaking. Could you please put me through to the Warden in charge of World EA? I need to make an inquiry about a soul's status. Ah, yes. It's always a pleasure to speak to you, Warden. Pleasantries aside, I need you to do something for me. Can you run a search for someone in your database? Their soul number is EA2519Q. Oh, they're listed as missing since 2 days ago. Oh, you were wondering where they could have gone? Well, I'll tell you where they are right now. They're standing in front of me. No, I'm not joking, Warden. They said they didn't even pass through the door to the underworld. So do you mind explaining what the hell is going on here? How did you not notice something as severe as this? Someone's missing from their world and you don't even report it to me. It's been 2 days. Calm down. How do you expect me to remain calm when someone who's supposed to be alive is standing right in front of me? What will HQ say about this? What? Soul blipping? That actually happens. It's not a myth. The residue from the soul's energy created a rift, so they got caught in it? Alright. I think I get what's going on. Can you ring up HQ and notify them of this? And can you get someone to replace me at the front desk while I sort out this situation? Yes, don't worry. I'll explain how they got here. Of course, I'll get the forms ready. Yes. Goodbye. Alright. In the interest of moving the other souls to their rightful destinations, I think it's best we take this discussion to my office. Please, follow me. And as for the rest of you, I ask you to patiently wait for my replacement to come. They won't take long. Please, take a seat over there while I get some things. Now, before I explain what these papers are for, I think it's only fair I explain how you ended up here. I need to preface by saying that souls that come here often go to live in one of the many cities we have here in the underworld, to live a post-semi-interesting lives. And just like the cities in your world, these cities need power. We get this power from the energy the souls have at the time of their death. I mentioned earlier about passing a door. Right, well, the door is essentially a contraption that siphons the excess energy they possess and the power that is needed to run the cities. However, if a soul is unwilling to pass, their energy sometimes gets stuck in their original world, and this causes a residue buildup. If the buildup is large enough, it can occasionally cause a rift in reality and people get blipped. This time it was you who unfortunately got caught up in it. We normally have a cleanup team to clean up that residue, but I guess some of them are slacking off. I swear, people these days don't know what it means to be responsible. Anyway, I digress. Well, we'll probably be able to get you back since you weren't even supposed to be here in the first place. However, before that happens, we'll need to have you sign some of these forms. I can't believe these forms are actually getting some use for once. This first form is a non-disclosure agreement. Basically, you'll just agree to not speak to anyone about what transpired here. If you break any of these clauses, you'll suffer penalties for the next time you return here. Next, we have the reaffirmation of mortal status. We don't want you to delude yourself into thinking you're an immortal when you've returned from the underworld, just because of what you're experienced here over in the past few days. And finally, the most important form of all, the soul-to-body transfer form. Yes, all 7 pages are part of this form. A soul-to-body transfer breaks the rules of the underworld since souls normally never get to go back to where they came from. So there's a bunch of important clauses you need to read and acknowledge. Like this one right here. The mortal may suffer side effects after the transfer. Side effects may include dizziness, nausea, stomach pain, and the occasional sightseeing of otherworldly beings. I wouldn't worry too much about the last side effect, considering the only beings you'll be seeing are just my colleagues, and they're harmless. In any case, you can take your time to read through the forms. After you're done reading and signing them, give them to me. Thank you. I'll have them sent over to the executive board to approve. Now that that's all set, all we have to do is wait. The approval process should hopefully be expedited since your case is a code red. As much as I'd love to, I can't. I may be the Grim Reaper, but my powers are limited. And thanks to my recent promotion, a supervisor of the Grim Reaper department, I'm more of a bookkeeper than an escort nowadays. I've got other Grim Reapers to do the escorting now. In the meantime, while we wait for the board to get back to us, I'll have to send you to the limbo of the living, since we can't just have you waiting around here in my office. It's basically a waiting room with a bunch of people who are, how do I put this, on the thin thread between life and death. Your soul's energy should be preserved while you're there. Now, go on. Well then, have fun over there. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Oh hey, you're finally awake. I thought you were actually dead. I mean, could you imagine? You know, I didn't think sending you to the limbo would knock you out for an entire week. I should have probably thought that one through. I apologize. Oh, we're in the Underworld HQ right now. We're currently waiting for your number to be called. You'll finally be able to go back to your world.
Number 920. Number 920.
Well, speak of the devil. That's us.
Please follow me this way.
Come on, let's go.
This is the door for number EA2519Q. When you're ready, feel free to step through.
Are you ready? Now, after you. Ah, yes, my boss gave orders for me to follow you just to make sure the transfer goes smoothly. Well, that went well. Do you feel any pain? Well, you sure do look good. Just need to make sure. We got the right house, right? Great! Well then, since everything here seems to be fine, I shall take my leave. Goodbye, and I hope you enjoy being alive again. Yes? Lunch? You do know I'm dead, right? I don't exactly need any sustenance. Plus, isn't it kind of weird for you to be asking the Grim Reaper if they want to eat lunch with you? Oh dear. Is this a side effect of the transfer that's already showing? Wasn't it written somewhere in that form that behaving weird could be a possible side effect after the transfer? Or maybe you just hit your head a little too hard when you landed. Do I need to report this? Ah, so fortunately there isn't anything wrong with you. It's just you being yourself. Ah, well, you know what? Fine. It's just one meal. And after having to deal with your case for the entirety of last week, I think I deserve a short break. But before that, I'll just have to notify my colleague. Do you have a phone I could use somewhere? Thank you. Hello, Warden? Yeah, I'm with EA2519Q right now. The transfer was a success. Actually, I'm just calling to let you know that I will be taking a short break. Oh, and don't yell at me. Yes, I'm well aware that we've got a long line of people to process. But hey, that's what you're there for. Take this as me getting revenge on you for not reporting this case earlier. And leaving me to clean up your mess. Anyway, I've got to go now. Have fun, good friend. I'll see you soon. So, what do you want to have for lunch?